Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, and welcome to another episode of Can Naomi Cook? I have been looking forward to continuing this series ever since we moved into the new apartment, but I did have a bit of trouble trying to figure out how to film in this absolutely tiny space. This is the entire kitchen. It's even smaller than our place in Kakegawa, but I can make it work. So in today's episode, I'm going to be teaching you 5 of the easiest Japanese dishes. I'm going to cook these dishes in order of hardest to easiest, although all of these are totally beginner level, so it would probably be more accurate to say longest to make and shortest to make. I personally eat all of these dishes really often, so these are completely up my alley and totally in my comfort zone. And the first one we're going to start with is a very common dinner that we like to have, and that is gyudon. So gyudon, if you take the kanji, which I will put up on the screen, gyu is for beef and don is for bowl, or you could argue rice bowl. So the most important kanji in this word is don. When you come to Japan, there are lots of don restaurants, tons of them. Now, of course, you don't have to have just beef. You can have sashimi bowls, you can have pork bowls, you can have yasai bowls, like vegetable bowls, you can have anything. Basically, if it has don, it just means that you're gonna have something on a bed of rice in a bowl. So today, because I'm not a huge fan of beef, we are going to be making a pork bowl, or butadon. It's really easy. Before we start, I should tell you about some important ingredients that you will need. These 7 ingredients are staples in Japanese cooking, and I use them every single day. You probably already have ingredients like soy sauce, sesame oil, salt, and black pepper, but might not be familiar with white pepper, mirin, and dashi. White pepper is produced from the dried fruit of the pepper plant and is a lot milder in flavor and, in my opinion, has a very warm taste. Mirin is a Japanese rice cooking wine that is used in almost every single dish, and hondashi is powdered stock made out of dried kelp and bonito flakes. So you only really need 4 main ingredients to make yourself a rice bowl, and that would be rice, a protein of choice, onion, and pickled ginger to put on top. How you choose to season or marinate your meat is up to you, but I am going to show you what I like to do. So first, we do need to prepare the onion. I'm going to put the heat on medium, add some oil to the pan, and once this oil and the pan heats up, I'm going to throw my onions in and saute them. Once the onions start to brown, add some water to caramelize them. After the onions become soft and caramelized, add your pork. For flavor, I added soy sauce, mirin, sesame oil, white pepper, and a fresh clove of garlic. Proceed to turn your heat on high and keep stirring so that it doesn't burn. It will cook really fast. Then you can serve it over a bowl of hot rice and top it off with some fresh pickled ginger. I just realized that I forgot to put my apron on, and it's not a Can Naomi Cook if I don't have my Hudson Bay apron on. Now that I've got this on, we can move on to the next dish, which actually requires no heat whatsoever. If you are someone who likes tofu or who wants to get into tofu, this next dish is the one for you. We are going to want firm tofu for this dish. Make sure you open your tofu over a sink to successfully drain out the water. Firm tofu kind of looks like feta cheese, is porous, dense, and crumbles. It soaks up flavor well and is probably the most commonly eaten type of tofu. Cut as much as you want, place it in a bowl, and top it off with soy sauce, a pinch of dashi, mirin, sesame oil, green onion, and freshly grated ginger. The next dish we're going to make is wakame soup. Fill up your pot with the amount of soup that you would like to have. We are going to put a lid on that and start boiling. Now this is a seaweed soup, more accurately known as a wakame soup. Wakame is an edible brown seaweed that is dried. Here, I'll take some of that out and show you it up close. This is about how much you'll need. When you put them in water, they will expand. Quite large, actually. So this is probably enough for one serving, or a little bit more if you really like it. The only other things that I am adding to this soup are mirin, goma abura, and dashi. Now, with most things, I don't measure a lot. I just kind of make sure that it's not too much. You can always add, you can't take away. Well, technically, I guess you could take away when it comes to soup because you could add more water if it's too strong. So just experiment, go for it. I just put way too much dashi. I'm gonna take this time and opportunity to tell you that dashi is quite strong. So I'm definitely gonna be adding some more water. Stir your ingredients together and let the soup boil. As soon as it starts to boil, turn the heat on low and add your desired amount of wakame. If you would like to add some protein to this dish, silk tofu is a great way to go. Silk tofu has a jelly-like texture and is very delicate. See, it just broke as I set it down. Cubed silk tofu is really great in soups thanks to its soft texture and mild flavor. When the wakame has unraveled and the tofu has warmed up, your soup is done. Alrighty, we've made it to the last two dishes. Both of these are ridiculously easy and they are both small vegetable side dishes. The first one we're gonna do is a shredded cabbage salad with goma sauce. It's sesame seed dressing, that's what it is in English. Sesame seed dressing. It's super delicious. It's thick and creamy and really, really yummy. And it pairs perfectly with cabbage, but not just any cabbage, you gotta shred it. I don't know why, but as soon as you shred cabbage, the texture is just amazing and it's one of my favorite things to eat. We are going to need something that shreds. Something like this that you could shred carrots and cheese on, but you're gonna need a blade like this. Please be careful. I have very nearly cut myself on these before, but we're going to shred the cabbage like this. So I'm gonna cut the amount of cabbage I want and shred away. When you get down to the end pieces that are really hard to shred, you can just take a knife and mince them up as best as you can. Now all you need to add is the sesame seed dressing. And that brings us to the very last dish, which is just a very simple cucumber salad. All you need is a cucumber, some sesame oil, and some salt. That's it. And I promise it's a very, very yummy way to eat a cucumber. This dish is honestly so simple, I do not need to show any preparation. All you gotta do is cut up the cucumber, pour some sesame oil, and add some salt. That's it. And it literally smells so good. I want to eat them now. Actually, I will. And that is it. I hope that you enjoyed this Can Naomi Cook? Let me know if any of the dishes speak to you and they are something that you would like to try. And if you do try any of these dishes, let me know. Anywhere on the internet, contact me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. I'm all over the place. Discord. I am signing off now. Take care of yourself, eat well, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!